Hey everyone, it's Tyler Stroike at Universal Rackets, and today we're going over the 3-step power sequence. If you stay tuned for this whole video, then you will learn the 3 steps that you can go through to get more power on your shots. Your forehand, your backhand, your serves, or your volleys. We will be going over each shot and again the 3-step power sequence. So let's start out with the forehand, okay? And this is for any open stance shot, the forehand or the backhand, okay? The 3 steps that I want you to think is, step 1, we'll do it for the forehand. I want you to turn. Then step 2, you're going to load. And then step 3, you're going to explode. Once again, for the 3-step open stance process, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, I'm going to take my racket back, then I'm going to load, and then I'm going to swing and then explode. Let's go step by step into detail, okay? So when I turn, I want to make sure that my racket is all the way back. Now, when I turn, I also want to make sure that my body's involved. A lot of players, they don't maximize their power because they don't get their body into their shot, okay? When I turn, I want to coil my body. I want to feel a stretch in my obliques. I want to really feel tension here. It's like you're holding a sponge, right? To get power on your forehand with your body, it's like you're holding a sponge and you twist that sponge. Tension is going to build, right? So you're going to twist your body. You're going to load in those outside obliques. So now you're coiled. Here we are. So you're coiling yourself. I can't go back anymore. I feel it, right? And then after you twist and you turn, then you're going to load. All that you have to do to load is you just have to put all of your weight in your outside leg. All I want to do again is I just want to drop my weight in my outside leg. I want to drop my center of gravity. I want to have all my weight in that outside leg right now, harnessing. So I'm coiling in my body. I'm dropping down in the outside leg that I can almost bounce on it, right? Even if I put my racket down, I want you guys to be like this, and I can really feel that power. Now, after I go on that outside leg, now I'm going to explode forward, okay? So again, I'm going to turn or coil, feel all that energy, then I'm going to put all that energy into the ground, and then I'm going to explode forward. Now, how do we explode? I want you guys to explode properly. You want to go up with your lower half, but you want to stay down with your top half. And what I mean, a lot of players, when they explode, they jump with their body, and then their power, their momentum's going everywhere, right? When I turn and I load, look, I turn and I load, all of my weight's on my outside leg, and now when I explode, I'm going to push up. Watch, I'm going to push up, but when I swing, I'm going to keep my body down. See how my top half is down and my legs are getting in. Again, I'm not going like this. I'm loading into my outside leg and I'm exploding, but I'm keeping my head and my body down and forward. Again, a lot of players, they do this when they explode. I want to be like this, down and forward, okay? That is how you're going to get that consistent power. A lot of players, they get more power, but then they start to be inconsistent. The reason why is because they pop their body up. So make sure you keep your top half down. Now, how do we do that? I want you to pretend that there's a ceiling above your head, okay? Right now, there's a ceiling above my head. So look, I can't bring my head above the ceiling, right? I have to stay under the ceiling at all times. So if you think that you're really loading and you're staying under the ceiling, you can't go up, that's going to keep you down, okay? The next thing, you need to make sure that when you explode, think you're pushing into the ground when you load, and then you're pushing off the ground when you explode. You're pushing into the ground when you load, you're pushing off the ground when you explode. You're literally pushing off the ground with that outside leg. So again, if you can turn, load, and explode on your forehand or backhand open stance, that is how you're going to do it. Now, if we have closed stance, instead of thinking turn, load, explode, you're going to think turn, step, explode. Once again, if you're hitting a closed stance forehand and you're going into the shot, you're going to think turn, step, explode. What I mean by that is, watch, I'm going to turn, I'm going to coil exactly like we did. A great way to ensure that you can coil is pretend that you have a logo on the outside of your shirt. You know, those Polo or Nike shirts, right? Or Nike, whatever people call it, right? You have a logo here. Watch. If I'm not coiled properly, you can see my logo. Watch. I'm hiding my logo. Or in my case, I'm hiding my microphone. Right now, you guys can't see my microphone, right? Because I'm coiling my body. Now, after you're turned and you're coiled for the closed stance, now what you're going to do is you're going to step forward and then you're going to explode forward, okay? So again, turn, you're going to load, and then you're going to step forward and explode, okay? When you step forward, okay? When you turn, step, explode, you're going to take a big step. A lot of players, they can't hit a powerful closed stance, backhand or forehand because they're stepping like this. I want to take, boom, I want to take a big step into the ball, okay? If you're stepping properly, if you video yourself and you're facing me right now, or you're facing the camera directly to the front of you, you should be able to see, watch, right? I'm gonna do a couple shadows. So turn, step, explode. Here we are. Turn, step, explode. You should be able to see the bottom of your shoe sole. Once again, if you're stepping properly, when you go to swing, you should be able to see the bottom of your shoe sole. What does that mean? You're taking a big step, okay? You're not taking a small step. Too many players, they take too little steps, and that's why they can't get power. You want to drive your leg into the ball. So again, make sure you think. You're going to turn, you're going to step, explode. Again, for the backhand, turn, step, explode. One more, turn, step, explode. If you can think turn, step, explode, and really take a big step instead of a small step, you will be able to get power on your closed stance, forehand and backhand. Now, for the volley, same thing. Outside open stance leg, right? Forehand volley, I'm going to turn, I'm going to load, and then I'm going to step, explode. Again, turn and load, step, explode. One more time, that might be two. Turn, load, step, explode. No, turn and load is one, step is two, and then explode is three, right? So again, when I do it, I'm going to turn and load, I'm going to take a big step, and then explode. All the power, again, is coming from your outside leg. If you want to get power on these volleys, same thing for backhand, watch. I'm going to take a big load and a big explode. That is how you get the power. You go on your outside leg. A lot of players, they think if they got to hit power on their volleys, they need to take a big swing. Remember, for a volley, you don't even want to swing. You want to keep your stroke as short as possible. So by stepping, right, by loading on the outside leg, by pushing forward, that's how you're going to be able to generate that power. Now, for the serve, right, here we are. So you're going to start on front. You're going to go back, load, explode. Once again. So for the serve, you're going to go back, step one, you're going to load, step two, and then step three, you're going to explode. I want you, when you guys hit the serve, I want you to say it out loud. By saying it out loud, it's going to allow your muscle memory to register it, and then you'll be able to be way more efficient on the court, right? So again, all you're going to do, you're going to start out front, and again, you're going to go back, you're going to load, and then you're going to explode forward, okay? When you load, I want you to think about how you load. A lot of players, they can't serve. They act like they had like 1,000 drinks and they're all falling over side to side when they hit. The reason why is because their weight's on their front foot. You need to make sure when you load into your back leg. Once again, when I start out front and I load, all of my weight goes into my back leg. Now, how can we ensure that our weight goes onto our back leg every single time? Well, number one, you can think of an old trophy pose, right? Have you ever seen an old school tennis trophy? They all look like this. Look at every single server. Kyrgios, he'll do this. Nadal, he'll go like this, scratch himself and everything. But every single server, regardless of their motion at first, they all end up in this amazing trophy pose. And where is their weight? Their weight is in their back leg. Now, if you guys don't like that example, you're going to think of another thing. And this hack works easy with every single person. All you're going to do is if you want to get more power on your serve, if you want to get into your back leg a little bit more, all you're going to do is you're going to stick your front hip out. So instead of being like this, which a lot of players do, all I'm going to do is stick my front hip outward like this. So I want you guys right now, like get up if you guys are sitting down or put your racket down. And all I want you guys to do is this. Just do, it's like a TikTok dance, right? I'm just shaking it, shaking it, shaking it, right? I gotta make a dance, put it on TikTok, right? By doing this, right? By putting my front hip out, that's going to allow all of my weight to then get in the back leg. Now, when you guys explode, right? When you explode for your serve, you don't wanna just go forward. A lot of players, they're either going forward at first, which we already told you, you gotta go on your back leg, or players are all, after they load on their back leg, they're just going forward. You want to make sure you go up and forward because remember, there are two things that you have to do to hit the ball over net. Number one, what do? You got to hit it up. And number two, you got to hit it forward because we got a net. So that's why we got to go up, right? You got to make sure you get it up before you get it in, right? You got to get it up before you get it in. And yes, that was my old high school tennis chant. think about it, all right? So when you serve, you want to make sure that after you load, all you're going to do is you're going to go up and explode, okay? Again, I'm going to serve, I'm going to put my front hip out, loading in my back leg, and then I'm going to go up and explode. A great way to ensure that you are starting to learn to do this, or a great way to drill it, is all you're going to do is once you're done, right, you're going to load on your back leg, and then you're going to just finish on your front leg. Again, you're going to load on your back leg, and then when you finish, you're going on to your front leg. I got a lot of people that ask me, they go, Tyler, are you supposed to jump on your serve? Teach me how to jump on your serve. Please teach me your ways. And my answer is you don't want to jump on your serve. The jump in the serve that you see all these pros do, it's because they're loading and they're exploding. They're not actually thinking about jumping. So don't think that you have to literally jump super high. All you have to do, again, is load on the back leg and then explode forward. Go from your back leg. Don't just go from both your legs going upwards, all right? So again, we went over the 3-step power method for your forehand and backhand open stance, your forehand and backhand closed stance, your volleys, and your serve. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you guys think this video absolutely sucked, please let me know in the comments below. I hope after you guys watch this video, you'll put your screen down, you'll close your computer, you'll go out on court, and you will instantly get 5 to 10 more miles per hour on any of your shots. If you guys want even more of my tips, make sure to check out the Instantly Improve My Forehand ebook, the Instantly Improve My Serve ebook, and make sure to follow me on the gram, Tennis with Tyler. Have a good one, guys. Happy hitting, and I'll see you next time on court.